With ChatGPT already, you can see the big difference we have. All right, AI government contractors. This is how to get government contracts using Claude Sonnet 3.5 AI. Even if you have no AI experience, guys, Claude Sonnet 3.5 AI is the most powerful, most intelligent version of the Claude AI system. And we are going to be using it today to break down government contracts and see its use case versus ChatGPT. I mean, we've been using ChatGPT all through this channel, and let's see what Claude AI is able to do. I have been testing it for about 4 weeks now, and it does have some limitations. But overall, I can see that there is a use case here, and I would like you to tell me what you think as well. Okay, but before we go into that, let's address some housekeeping because I do have some announcements here. The AI GovCon Inner Circle is open. We're going to have over 20 plus tutorial videos on how to use AI tools to bid on government contracts. We're going to have weekly calls to review your progress in your government proposal. We are also going to have trainings on the Notion project management template for government contractors, the one that helps you to track your bids. You can book a call with me in the with the calendar link below, and we can talk about it and actually get you in. But please only book if you're coming in with the willingness to start submitting bids. Okay, these are the problems that small businesses face when it comes to submitting bids. The first one is pure confusion. Well, I think I've spoken to a few business owners over the past 4 months, about 300 plus. And what I can tell you is that there are many business owners, when it comes to federal procurement, any sort of state procurement, they have no idea how to go about the bidding process. They know that there is great opportunity, but they have no idea how to go about the bidding process. Many are overwhelmed by compliance requirements. Government contracts hold a lot of compliance requirements, and in order for you to win the contract, you must have met those compliance requirements, and they can be overwhelming. In fact, I'll go as far as to say overwhelming is the most used word in government contracting. Then to talk about the time consuming nature of bid preparations. To prepare these bids take a lot of time. The nature of putting them together, even if you had a structure, it still takes some of your time. And people also have limiting beliefs that hamper them from actually winning big with AI. And I would urge you to stop thinking like this if you want to move forward with winning with AI. You think that contracting officers would find out that you used an AI tool. It's not true. They're not even looking out for it. And perhaps if they found out, they would think that you were intelligent, because to sit down and to type these proposals in today's world with today's technology is probably not an intelligent decision. So stop thinking that the contracting officer is going to penalize you for using an AI tool. This is not reality. Please stay away from that kind of thinking. Try to find a way to use the AI tools to take over the repetitive processes in government contracting to make it easier for you and for you to have more sustainability on a long term with government contracting. You think that AI hallucinates more than it actually does. I don't think AI has much of a hallucination problem as do people have a prompting problem. It's not ChatGPT's fault, it's not Claude AI's fault, it's your fault. I know it might be a bitter pill to swallow, but it's your fault. You need to learn how to prompt ChatGPT, Claude AI with specificity, clarity, and context. These are the key ingredients to a good prompt: specificity, clarity, context. So, what you want to do is to make sure that you are prompting correctly, adding as much information as possible to ensure that you're going to receive the highest and the best result. You're looking for a one size fits all solution. Let me just tell you right now, it doesn't exist. I had someone join my proposal writing class. The next thing I knew, she was saying, "Hey, Godwin, I need to see some templates of some of your other students. I need to see some of this, some of that, some of this." Listen, I've seen people who won government contracts with a 3-page proposal. There is no one size fits all. It differs across government agencies, it differs across industries. What you need to be able to do is you need to be able to put together a document that shows that your company has the capability to fulfill the needs in the solicitation. And that is what I show you how to do. So stop looking for this one size fits all. Stop trying to find out let me see the proposal that won this particular contract. That is what is going to help me to win. It's impossible and it is not the right way to think about it. These tools are going to help you to bid on more contracts without getting burnt out. These tools are going to help you to bid on more contracts in a longer period of time where there's more sustainability in your business. Claude AI is going to be good at breaking down solicitations and writing proposals. You want to learn how to prompt Claude AI to get the best results. I'm currently going to be using the 3.5 Sonnet in today's video to show you how to break down a solicitation in a systematic way and how to add some of that information into a Notion tracker that is custom built for government contractors. Perplexity AI would help you to find subcontractors and even help you write part of a proposal. You can use Perplexity AI to even create prompts that you would use on ChatGPT or Claude AI. So many options exist for you. Notion. Guys, I have spent hours creating this Notion template for government contractors to help you track your project management. You must track the bids that you're submitting so that when you win, you can look back at your actions, your series of actions to see perhaps I can imitate this, I can duplicate this and do it again and again. Anything that is measured can be managed. All right, let's break down the solicitation, guys. I'm done talking. Let's move into showing. We are here in my laptop, and just a few things that we are going to do. We're going to go into SAM.gov first of all. And when we are in SAM.gov, we're going to use one of our industry specific keywords to find a solicitation. And your industry specific keyword can be selected from the NAICS code wheel, which we actually have available in the AI GovCon Inner Circle. And today I'm going to go into waste management. Now, in the field of waste management, I'm seeing chemical fume hood BPA. I'm wondering what that is. That just made me a bit curious. Let's see what it's about. BPA. I know that BPA is some kind of plastic. It's a chemical that's typically found in plastic, excuse me. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, but let's see. Combined synopsis slash solicitation. Guys, let me show you this. This is the Notion tracker. You can get the Notion tracker, but the Notion tracker is really useful for anyone who is currently trying to track their opportunities. So when you click on the solicitation manager here, you're able to look at all the opportunities that you're currently working on. So here we have the status. You have everything that's in review or in progress or is done. So when you change it, you can actually see the navigation. It's a pretty intuitive tracker. Let me refresh this actually. Okay. But let's keep searching up SAM.gov. Now we have a pretty long description here, and let's see how many attachments we have. We have a few attachments. There Amendment 2. So Attachment 1, Attachment 2, Amendment 2. Is that Amendment 2 saying that there have been 2 amendments? Okay, I think this is a blank purchase agreement and not the chemical for plastic crazy. Okay, let's look for something else. So this is repaint water tower in Toniesta Lake. Let's look, let's see, boiler repair. Okay, I want to look at another sort of keyword. Let's search up another keyword like professional services. Okay, professional services. Advanced leadership training. This is a special notice. So it's okay. So this is a sole source requirements. Consultancy services, updated solicitation. Let's see what consulting is all about. Consulting services, consultancy. Okay, short description, just 2 attachments. Let's see how that works out for us. It says the American Embassy in Lima, Peru has a requirement for a contractor to provide consultancy services for international narcotics and law enforcement section operation. The embassy plans to award a purchase order, submitting an acceptable offer at the lowest price. You are encouraged to make your quotation competitive. As per US government regulations, to participate in this RFQ, it is required that the offers are duly registered to the system of award management. You're going to see that all the time. Of course, for you to do anything on SAM.gov, you have to be registered to SAM.gov. So if you're not registered and you want to participate, you must initiate this process with www.sam.gov.com. So we have a Q&A sheet. I'm just going to download the solicitation and I'm going to open Claude AI. Now, while opening Claude AI, I'm going to throw in this solicitation document. I'm going to open up Government Contracting Without Tears. This ebook is actually available for purchase in our free school community, the AI GovCon Corp. You can go and get the ebook there. But I'm going to use a particular prompt in the ebook to break down the solicitation. And this ebook, again, and I don't want to go too off track in this video, but this ebook is not meant for people who want to read like a novella and be entertained. It's a workbook. You want to use the prompt in the book to actually like create proposals. Like this is not something you read and you judge my grammar and my syntax and you want to tell me if I write well or not. This is a workbook, okay? You never open like a math book and say, well, these guys don't write properly. So I don't want to go on a big rant here, but don't buy the book if you're not ready to write proposals with it, if you're looking for something to read for entertainment. But let's look at how Claude AI breaks this down. So the scope of work is hire a specialized consultancy firm to support the transition of CORAH, which is the control and reduction of coca cultivation in Upper Hulaj. So I think it's Hulaga. So guide Cora transition into compliance with all relevant regulations, especially those pertaining to administration and finance, work closely with government entities in the multi-sectoral team overseeing this transition. Main task and deliverables: develop comprehensive transitional plan, conduct legal and regulatory analysis, evaluate and adapt administrative systems, identify challenges and develop transition strategies, develop provisional staff allocation and job classification manual, evaluate staffing and human resource, review procurement process. Interesting. Okay. This is this is actually going over my head. I have to tell you guys, I'm confused here. I wanted to explain this contract to me like I am a 5-year old. Let's see. So this is professional service. Okay, I'll try to explain in very simple terms. Imagine there are a big group of grown-ups called Cora. They help keep plants that aren't good for people from growing. Right now, they're like a team that plays by their own rules. The government wants Cora to join their big team and play by the same rules as everyone else. But changing teams isn't easy. There's a lot to learn and do. So they're looking for a helper. This helper needs to be really smart about how the government works. Their job is to make a plan to help Cora join government teams, teach Cora the new rules they need to follow, help Cora make new friends in the government, write reports that tell everyone how it's going. The helper has to do all this in just 3 months. That's like from the start of summer vacation to the beginning of school. At the end of the help, at the end, if the helper does a good job, Cora will be part of the government team, and everyone will be happy. The government is asking different helpers to say how they will do the job. They'll pick the helper who they think can do it best for a good price. So you see how easily Claude AI just broke that down and really explained that to us. just in case you are not able to understand. So I want to ask Claudia, what kind of companies can do this work? And this is where we're going to get into one of the limitations of Cloud AI. Uh, one of the limitations of Cloud AI is that Cloud AI doesn't connect to the internet. So our usual strategy, especially this is going to make sense to the people who have been watching this channel for a while, but typically there is a transition where we go from, you know, breaking down the solicitation to finding our subcontractors. And we would typically use ChatGPT to find out some of the companies that can possibly perform the work. So in this case, we can't use Claude AI to search the web, but it would still give us a result. And that's what we're going to check out in this video still. Management consulting firms, public sector consulting firms, legal consulting firms, human resource consulting firms. So I'm going to ask Claude AI to generate a list of 10 of generate a list of 10 companies that can fulfill this project in the area. Let's see what happens there. And while that's happening, guys, I'm going to do something interesting here. I'm going to take this prompt here, or the response, the breakdown of the solicitation. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to list 10 companies within the area that can fulfill this job. Now we're just playing with the AIs, but let's see what we have here. ChatGPT, or rather Claude AI, gave some names. Can you provide links to these companies? What we're doing right now is purely research. This is high level research. We're researching what will be the best company, or what would be the best tool to find the companies that would do the work for us. Now, check this out. Cloud doesn't have internet access. Links provided may not be accurate or up to date. So this is a limitation, right? So you have this link. It's just trading off the domain name and hoping that it will be correct. But let's see if it ended up being correct. Okay, I wouldn't even be able to know because this is not in English, and that's likely not correct. So let's see ChatGPT on the other hand. ChatGPT has EAS Peru, specialized in consulting for environmental and public projects, likely to have the expertise in regulatory compliance and system transition necessary. So you come in here and then you see that this company, it's a consulting firm made up of scientists and engineers who are experts in different environmental disciplines geared to assessment of for the extractive and productive industry. So guys, with ChatGPT already, you can see the big difference. We have many companies that we can pick from, but with Claude AI, you can see that, you know, it's not connected to the internet. The links that it gave us are probably somewhat scammy. As you can see, most of them are not in English and they do not align with the kind of company that we're looking for. So this is something that's important to know. A lot of people have said, "Hey, Godwin, listen, I see that Claude AI is more clear, it's more concise. The language, there's a lot less fluff than ChatGPT, but there's just a power that we see here for our specific use case in government contracting, where we need something that is connected to the internet, so we can actually have the ability to go about this very quickly." I just wanted to come out here again and say that the connection to the internet is a big limitation for middlemen who are going to want to use this as a strategy to find subcontractors. There are other strategies. This is not the only way. You can obviously call. You can use other websites. You can use the yellow pages. But I'm just speaking particularly about AI. With Claude AI, you can't connect to the internet, so it does bring about a bit of a limitation here, and that's important for you to note. But when it comes to then putting together, let's say, the proposal, let's try that and see what we have going on with uh, Claude AI. So right now, I could say something like this. I would ask Claude AI to Create a table or think like a middleman. We want to give some context here. Think like a middleman looking to bid on a government contract. On this government contract. Write out a 5-item table of contents for the proposal. So it's going to think like a middleman to produce this table of content that will act as the foundation of our proposal. And let's see. Executive summary. In the executive summary, it's going to talk about the project understanding, the our approach, key benefits. Let's go back to government contracting without tears, the ebook, which by the way you can purchase in the school community, and that's going to be in the classroom section. We are going to begin to write the proposal with the executive summary, and let's see exactly how that changes. And guys, like I said, this is a workbook. You're not using this as a novel. These exact prompts that I'm using here are the exact prompts you have access to begin to put something together. So let's see. We have our company, Global Transition Consultants. Okay, so where did they get that company from? I think, yeah, I didn't give it any company, by the way. I just told it to go on with the executive summary. So I'm going to say my company is the AI GovCon. And guys, I'm not really following my system here. I'm just assessing Cloud AI to see what it's really good at. So let's see. It apologizes and it goes ahead. It says AI GovCon fully comprehends critical nature of facility Cora transition into an official Peruvian government entity. We recognize that this project, as outlined in the solicitation, requires a deep understanding of Peruvian administration systems, regulatory compliance, and innovative change management approaches. The complexity of transforming Cora while maintaining its critical role in cocoa cultivation necessities control necessitates a sophisticated technology driven strategy. Our approach. That's a really nice one. I really like that. I'm going to read that again actually. AI GovCon fully comprehends the critical nature of facilitating Cora's transition into an official Peruvian government entity. We recognize that this project, as outlined in solicitation, requires a deep understanding of Peruvian administration systems, regulatory compliance, and innovative change management approaches. The complexity of transforming Cora while maintaining its critical role in cocoa cultivation control necessitates a sophisticated technology driven strategy. So, our approach AI GovCon proposes a cutting edge AI assisted 3-phase approach aligned to the solicitation documents. Number one is the AI powered assessment and planning month one. Okay, guys, let me tell you what's going on here. So because I didn't, now this is where the limitation kind of comes in. But let me show you how to fix this, and let me tell you what the problem is. The first thing is because like Claude AI can't go into the internet. I can't put a link of, say, my subcontractor. So Claude AI would not have the ability to begin to put these things together, to put the information from the subcontractor's website into the proposal. But there's a solution for that. If I go into BCG, for example, let's see, or EAS, you would want to get okay, this is where it's a bit tough. You would want to get all the information from the website, especially if you have their service page. So I'm going to say we will be partnering with B or EAS, but we don't want to reveal their name. We will focus on the value they provide. And I'm going to say info below. I'm going to drop this there. Let's see what changes, if anything. Okay, AI GovCon in partnership with a leading Peruvian environmental consulting firm fully comprehends the critical nature of facilitating Cora's transition into an official Peruvian government entity. We recognize that this project, as outlined in the solicitation, requires deep understanding of Peruvian administrative systems, regulatory compliance, and innovative change management approaches with particular attention to environmental and social consideration. So our approach, AI GovCon proposes a cutting-edge AI-assisted three-phase approach, enhancing the partner's expertise in environmental consulting and local regulatory knowledge. Okay, so AI powered assessment and planning. We're going to utilize advanced analytics and comprehensive analysis of Core's operations system. Hmm. Smart implementation and adaptation, month two. AI integrated and finalization. I'm wondering where it got these strategies from. It's really interesting. That's why for me with the proposal writing aspect, I need to give it so much context. I really wanted to just come out here and show you like this is what we're working with when it comes to Claude AI. You want to have a balance of using all the tools. I don't want to be the one to straight up tell you, hey, go pay $20 a month for five different tools. But I can show you what I have been able to accomplish using my system with these tools, and you can make an assessment on whether you're going to be able to get the tools. But guys, the one thing I want to see is I want to see a couple of people in the inner circle. Come into the inner circle. Let's get acquainted with using these tools together, build a strong community, and I would really love to see you on the other side. Check out the links in the description.